So last year when we were here, we won Best in Show, and it was an incredible experience. We met one of our newest customers, Drew from Lister Hill. We also helped convert our current customer, Mission Fed, from a customer to a customer and an investor. So really delighted about the experience. We actually doubled our customer account last year, and we're excited about being able to do it again this year. But the problem we're trying to solve, and the reason why we're growing as quickly as we are, is that we're helping our community financial institutions better compete against fintechs. So think Chime, SoFi. Think about how they're able to sell not so much a banking service, but a banking experience. And the challenge with the experience is that it requires multiple systems to talk to each other. Incumbent financial institutions don't have that. They have a website, they have an online application process, and they have online banking, and none of those systems talk to each other. What we've built with Finalytics.ai is an intelligence layer that sits in between those tool sets and returns a personalized experience based on that individual user, who they are, at every one of those breakpoints. Baron is going to walk us through exactly how we do that.
Hi, everybody. So, as Craig was talking about, we all know that customers, members, prospects, right, they're fickle people. We also know that folks have been trained by the Amazons and Netflixes of the world to expect relevance whenever you engage with them. The challenge is today for most financial institutions, credit unions and banks, every digital experience presents itself as sort of a generic experience that really doesn't understand who that person is and what they need. So the real question is, at that point or moment of need, how do you show me that you know me? And what we're going to do today is show you that. We're going to show you how Finalytics understands and knows who's visiting, in real time changes the experience to reflect that, and then delivers highly relevant experiences, and ultimately shows how digital marketing is actually not a cost center, but a growth driver and profit center in the fact that it generates millions of dollars worth of loans and deposits. So let me start. Today, I'm going to use Global Credit Union, one of our customers. If I was to go there today, Southern California, this is what I'm going to see, a very generic experience in terms of they know I'm in Southern California and I'm being targeted with opening an account because that's what they think I need. First of all, a first-time visitor, completely anonymous. The algorithm is already cutting in thinking this is what I need. But let's say I'm going to go down a different path. Let's say I'm actually shopping for a car loan away from Global Credit Union, and I'm engaging in a shopping site, right, for Drive America. This is our fictional site. And I decide I see this great advertisement, this banner from Global Credit Union, and I click on it. And it takes me into, as you would expect, right, either a product detail page or a landing page. For most financial institutions today, when you do that, if you leave that, it loses all context. So when you come back, it actually doesn't know who you were. It doesn't know where you were. We understand that. So right now, Finalytics is picking up on the signals of what I'm looking at, the activities I'm carrying out, and understanding my intent. So now if I leave the site, and I'm just going to go away, and I come back to a completely blank page, and I type in Global Credit Union, and I go to the home page, you can see here, right? It's picked up. This is the home page, completely different from this home page. It understands what I was looking at and what I was doing. Now let's say I'm going to take one step further, and I'm going to go and say, let me actually apply for this product. We know from our data it takes about 3 attempts for someone to complete an application. And even when they get all the way through that, right, it doesn't matter what piece of technology you're using for applying for deposits and loans, around about 70 to 80% of everyone who applies is going to abandon. And it's really, really difficult to pull them back into the funnel. And we're going to show you how we actually transform that and actually pull someone back into the journey that generates a significant increase in lift in application completion for your financial institution. So let's hear. I'm actually going to go through I'm going to go for a dealer purchase. I'm going to purchase an automotive. It's a new car. I know what car I want. I want to get one day maybe, my Aston Martin.
Baron's very British, so he always dreams about the Aston Martin.
I do. It's my James Bond side of me. So here I am, right? And we all know what happens here at this point is there's a piece of information I need, I don't have. I've got to feed my dogs. I get distracted. I leave. So I'm going away. And then at some point, I decide to come back. I don't have no PI about this person. I can't retarget them. I'm coming back.
You finally get serious about buying that Aston Martin.
I'm finally getting serious about coming up with that $100,000 I need to buy that Aston Martin. And what do I get? The first thing I see when I get to Global Credit Union is finish your application. This algorithm alone is one of our top 3 performing algorithms. It drives about a 15% incremental pull-through. Now, let's say I'm a member. What does that mean, right? So let me now quickly reset all of this and say, if I'm a member, and I'm going to sign in very quickly, what I'm going to do as a member, I'm going to show you how we understand the products you have, the products you don't have, and make sure that whenever you are engaged, right, you are only presented with something you need. So let me do this. I'm going to exit out. I'm going to go back to global. And now what you see here, so what we're actually showing you here was a lot. I was very quick in showing you this, but what we're actually doing here is actually quite a lot. When you log into online banking, we're anonymously looking at balances, products owned, products not owned, and making a deduction around what type of loan profile do you have, what type of savings profile do you have, what other pieces of information, transaction history patterns. And out of that, we're determining, for this particular person, the best next product is going to be a certificate. And this algorithm in itself also drives incredible engagement, because you've got to remember, most people that come to your public site are customers or members going in to log into online banking to pay a bill or something. So this is engaging these people, and this drives an incredible amount of incremental lift. Finally, I want to talk about how do you actually measure all of this. So we have the ability to do full funnel reporting. So looking at this data here, you can see this is one of our clients. They're about a $1.5 billion credit union. And you can see it over the part. This is, if I just go, this is literally the just past month. But if I was quickly to look at the last quarter, right, you're generating, through the digital channel, millions of dollars of loans and deposits. And the ability to actually look at all of this information is key.
Perfect. Thanks very much, guys. So we're excited to share more. There's many more features of how our platform is delivering personalized experiences. Thank you very much, and please consider us for your votes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.